Hello everyone, welcome to Fight or Flight Gaming. We are beginning our first Let's Play of the Dark Ages, Total War Warhammer 2. So, let's get to it.
The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of Aenarion, was betrayed. The Elven princes crowned Bel-Shannar as the second Phoenix King. So Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Bel-Shannar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came. His body was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King, and in his shadow, legions raised. Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex. Created by Kallador Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, the Vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the Vortex, but Kallador himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness. You bring this witch here.
She is well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son, as all have done.
She is indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion the Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulthuan. My son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release.
Okay, so it sounds like the second playable hero character for these guys, he has her soul, so that's how he's ensuring her loyalty. No sooner had Malekith issued his commandment to Felicion, the names of the elves just, Then word reached him that Nagarond is under attack. A treacherous band of Skaven and their marauder allies have taken advantage of the discord wrought by the comet's appearance to strike at the Dark Elf heartland. Cursing the perfidious Ratmen, Malekith gathers his retinue and hurries back to the shore to mete out their punishment in person. Loading, loading.
Sire, Witch King, Lord of the Druki, I know to you I am a fleeting thing, a man, a mortal, but you have received a vision. I humbly attest, my advice is worthy of your majesty. The vile Skaven and their Northmen allies have seen fit to invade Nagarond in your absence, sire. Attacking from their subterranean tunnels, the Rat Men have caught your sentries by surprise. While Nagarond itself remains secure, I regret to inform you that their verminous forces have overrun many smaller cities in the hinterlands of your territory. Though your rapid return brings some welcome additional forces, the situation remains grim. See for yourself.
All right.
Your Druki forces dominate any battlefield they enter, King Malekith. Direct your dread spears against the Skaven enemy. See how they run.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Come,
The
join
black
us.
walls of Nagarond have repelled many foolish invaders over your reign, sire. Yet this threat must not be taken lightly. Just like the Druki, the vermin are vicious and opportunistic killers. They are doubtless working tirelessly to undermine your fortress.
Just getting everything set up in my other window. Getting my chat pop out. Bam.
The hinterland territories are overrun with vermin, your majesty. The Skaven first came into your realm beneath Har Kaldra, gnawing for weeks through frozen rock to enter the ruined city from below. What has driven the Skaven to such a suicidal attack remains unknown. Yet it remains an affront that cannot stand.
Oh, the Skaven
Exact
attack
your
when they detect
terrible
weakness.
retribution, my dread sovereign. Let not one of them escape alive. The enemy were not prepared for your arrival, my king. Now is the perfect time to attack. Good. Now, issue an order to engage the enemy, my lord. They are scattered and not prepared for it. Battle is upon you, mighty Witch King. Your elves are
spears,
vicious
that's all
and
we
deadly,
have.
but the Skaven have a death frenzy upon them and will offer you no quarter. Prepare your forces for...
Alright, let's do this. I'm going by what I read some recommendations that the sides play very differently, so turn the tutorial on, though I'm seriously regretting that because it seems exactly like Total War Warhammer initially. So I'm regretting turning the tutorial on thus far. Maybe I'll be wrong, maybe they'll explain the intricacies of this side more, because that's what I was hoping for, not a basic tutorial. But though I suppose that was something Total War Warhammer 1 was lacking, a basic tutorial. They just sort of expected you to know how you worked on a basic level, and was like, here are the specials. So maybe
Vermin dare infest my capital. Skaven blight overexerts itself. I will not tolerate pests in Nagarond. The vermin will learn that my city, my realm, is a cold, cruel place. Purge the city, my warriors, but ensure you leave some alive. I wish to know how loud a rat can scream.
that
The
sounds
foul
very...
musk of vermin drifts on the air, your majesty. The Skaven are close. Survey the area, for your Druki soldiers are ready for battle, Malekith, my king. Each one of them yearns to spill the blood of the enemy in your name.
Okay, here's this. Just let me control them. I hate tutorials that lead you by the nose like this.
Should afford a good view over the surrounding area.
Where's the other point? I don't see this other point. Oh, it's back here? Oh.
Your warriors rally behind your awesome presence, dread sire. Your power is such that it may carry any battle. Be sure to use it wisely. The time has come to advance, my lord. First, select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces. Good.
This is terrible.
Now issue a move order towards your army. The troops are assembled and await your arrival.
I shall flay them.
Excellent. Your place is amongst your warriors, mighty lord.
To anyone watching
Your
this,
very
turn off the
presence
tutorial at the
encourages
start.
them to
It
fight
is
harder.
annoying.
The rune of Cain shall burn bright.
The time has come to advance your warriors, my lord. Select your whole army so that the order may be given to all.
Malekith.
Good. Now order your army forward, my lord. Let us crest this ridge and find where the enemy lies.
Good. Moving at full speed.
Excellent. Your army advance in search of the enemy, my lord. Take this time to practice maneuvering your forces while not under threat of attack. Remember always that orders are issued only to units currently selected.
I will offer their blood to
Malekith comes.
I will feed them to
So
the
the thing about
cold.
tutorials is a bad one will break a game, and a good one will actually let you enjoy the game. So far, this has been a bad tutorial. Any tutorial that actually cuts off bits of the interface from you is a bad tutorial. Never, ever, ever, ever lock away bits of the
The enemy
interface
coming
during
to
the
sight, my
tutorial.
lord. We have caught them by surprise.
Never restrict the
Advance
player from
quickly
doing so.
before
If
they
he
can
wants to
retreat.
move ahead of the tutorial, let him.
Advancing! Moving out! Glorious carnage!
I have exquisite plans for their batman.
The foolish rats dare to resist your advance, sire. Attack! Slaughter them! And take the pitiful survivors as slaves.
You're gonna attack the middle, so your leadership aura will cover everybody.
Assign individual targets for each of your units when attacking, my lord. Keep a wide formation. Do not let your forces be surrounded.
These red spears.
Ah, okay, I can do that.
We are ready.
That's actually probably wise, so...
They're charging our spears.
No, you're attacking him.
As you say.
Be sure to keep watch on your warriors in battle, my lord. Their very lives may depend on it.
Wreck it.
You should go deal with their warlord. Good. Nah, just kill them. It'll be easier. So it looks like the Druki, Red Spears, have decent morale. They have decent morale going for them. No, don't pause the game doing that. I just... Okay,
The enemy lose the will
two
to
are
fight.
broken.
See how they run from the battle. Press your advantage.
They're faster than us. We aren't going to catch them.
The
They have
Skaven
reinforcements.
sends more forces to contest the battlefield, Your Majesty. The situation is grave. They advance in great numbers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run.
Move quickly to defend this ridge, my lord. The trees will grant your warriors cover, while the slope will provide them an advantage in combat. Advance upon the ridge without delay, my lord.
Get away,
That position offers you the best chance of victory against such a number. Order your forces forward, quickly.
Orders understood.
Oh, hey! I have reinforcements.
Allies
I thought
coming
this would
to
be a
view,
tough
sire.
fight.
Press them into your service at once. Some amongst their number carry crossbows. They will be able to fire on the rat men from behind your front lines.
Yes, let me... Okay.
The reinforcements now fall under your control, my lord. Move the infantry into your front line. The extra bodies are sorely needed.
And they're not letting me use control groups.
Place your fresh missile troops behind your army. They will fire automatically if the enemy come into range.
Let me use control groups. I hate it. Bad tutorial. Bad tutorial. No cookie for you.
Be sure to arrange your infantry in a line for the coming battle, my lord. Each unit should cover the flank of the next. Do not let the enemy attack the sides of your formation or break through to the rear.
Turn the snow red.
Excellent, my lord. The ridge is yours. Move your infantry out to block the pass and await the enemy's arrival. Do not be tempted out of position.
Their flesh is mine.
Any of them winded?
All shall tremble.
Massacre the weak. Cold-blooded killers. Advance, Druki!
Looks like we're just going to get in position. A decent barrage.
The enemy are nearly upon you, my lord. Be sure to make your presence felt in the coming battle. You have many abilities to rally and empower your troops.
Stand your ground.
Now is the time to
defense.
use them.
Cool. I'm not close. Okay, fine. See, I wasn't in range of all my guys, and now it's not.
Setting forth.
The merciless host.
Battle has been joined, my lord. Order your forces forward to envelop the enemy where possible. Do not leave troops idle.
Must not be air. It is done. Destroy. Tread spears. To destruction.
They're going to move in on their flank
Die,
there.
weaklings.
Malekith. Destruction
Right into the middle of
awaits.
Tread spears. The merciless host. Battle ready. They Quite be a muscular.
Did you say they squirt fear musk?
Mounted reinforcements, my lord. Hurry them into battle, for they are sorely needed.
Cold ones. They are. Slaughter them.
Units.
Dark
Still firing?
shots.
You shouldn't fire.
For the king.
Your reinforcements approach the battle. Have them charge the enemy rear. The impact alone may break their courage to fight.
Charging here.
Slaughter them! Come forth!
Dark shots.
Battle ready.
Scout them. Bleed them. Nagarothi.
Oh wow, it is breaking up.
Onward. Cold ones. Vermin. Kill them. Slaughter them. Enemy bleeds.
They move very interestingly. They jump like raptors.
Dark shots. Finish
Are you
them.
firing? You don't look like you're firing.
Slay them.
Are you out of ammunition or something? Okay, you're gonna need to go take him.
End them. Fight Dracula.
First things first, the cold ones, rather.
Red spears. Fight Dracula. Dark shots. Bloody damage. Gut the vermin. Hang
Get
them.
in there and kill their leader. That'll help break them.
The true king!
Dark shots.
Alright, run back there. That should force those guys to break and run because they'll have an avenue of retreat now. Leaving a way for the enemy to retreat is actually very important. So, otherwise they'll keep fighting to the death, which, I mean, just waste your own troops when you could run them down far easier while they're fleeing from you.
Red spears. Make them bleed. Murder
Advance.
We are ready. Moving out. Slash. Kill. Slaughter them.
And the Witch King is chasing after Scheif. Yeah, he's just going.
Judith! Carnage calls!
Red spears. Advancing. Battle calls. Murder awaits. The merciless host.
Go after the guys that have reformed. Don't give them a chance to get their morale back. It looks like the Druki have just amazing morale overall. That is going to be nice because I hate low morale armies. so much.
Merciless warriors.
Love fighting over allies. They break so easily.
Is coming. Cold ones. Advancing. Bloody carnage.
Let's try and cut these guys off. I think they're tired now. Yeah, they're exhausted. They can barely move.
My cane. Eager for battle.
Oh, flee right off the map.
Dark shots.
Double weights!
I shall bathe in their
Red spears!
merciless warriors. Not for the Lord of
Nothing.
Bleed them, slaughter them.
Yep, run away. So they've put more. They've added a bit more symbolism above the standards for every unit. I think that is actually going to make it easier to tell what units are fleeing, what units aren't. So that is one design update that I approve of so far.
Battle ready. On to slaughter. Take their aim.
Realize that was a check mark.
Gore looks better on the snow.
Dead! Nagarothi! Massacre them!
Dark elves.
Finish them!
Druki. Onward to murder.
On to slaughter!
Battle ready. Murder awaits.
The Skaven abandon the field, as is typical of their cowardly race. I almost pity the wounded they leave behind. Victory is yours.
You will drown in blood. Battle ready.
Look on me and cower.
I must congratulate you, Lord of the Druki, although your victory was never in doubt. The fate of those taken captive from the battle is now yours to decide.
Shackle them.
Enslaved, because Orc Elves are all about the
Your
slaves.
forces are weary from back. The distance your army can still move is shown around it, my lord. Plan your movements wisely, for your armies cannot defend the realm if they are not present to fight. The enemy still threaten your Black Citadel, sire. March now towards the capital and block any possibility of attack.
Seeking entertainment.
I don't think that blocks any possibility. They can still
Good.
go around me.
Your army now blocks the approach to your capital. Any attack by the enemy will need to get by you first.
Oh, do
See
armies
for
have to follow
yourself
roads?
how your forces control the area around them.
Zone is controlled.
Victory is mine.
Yeah, that zone of control doesn't cover all the approaches there.
More of your murderous kin stand ready to take up arms in the name of Malekith. Recruit them now, and they will be ready to fight in the battles to come.
Okay, how much are we up? 2,000. Oh, that's right, come. We can recruit 3. 2.
Excellent choices, my lord. Be aware that the recruits will take time to train, and that your army must remain stationary while they do so.
Yeah, but it's end of turn.
You will, of course, be aware that armed forces cost currency to build and maintain. Be sure to keep watch on your finances, lest ruin overtakes you. Let us review what destruction the Skaven have wrought on your territory, sire. Select your city to inspect the province surrounding your capital is shown here, my lord. A province may contain many cities, each exerting authority over the territory surrounding them. Control the cities, and you control the land.
Oh wow, this extends a long-ass way, all the way over to here. Okay, so... Harcaldra is over there, and...
Look on me.
Kael'ra. Interesting.
Cities within the local province are shown here, my lord, along with any facilities they contain.
Buildings.
Shown also are those cities in the province that were lost to the enemy. A reminder of the need to reclaim them, my lord.
Yeah.
Your capital and the buildings it contains. Here we may see the state of the province that surrounds your capital. The enemy raids have caused considerable unrest. Public order is suffering, as you can see, my lord. The agitators will need calming in time, but matters of defense are more pressing.
Growth for province.
Victory is mine.
Dark Elves also capture slaves and battle slaves, increase income and decrease public order in provinces where they are destroyed. Corruption is measure of chaos, vampiric, or scaven influence in a province. Shown info panel, excessive corruption and roads can lead to unrest and attrition, eventually an uprising.
Your cities are the backbone of your state, my lord. Taxes are raised through them, and they provide the infrastructure necessary to support your armies. I humbly suggest you commission upgrades to your capital. A third. Construction will begin immediately, but will take some time to complete.
Once enough scrolls of Hecate have been collected, a ritual can be
Seek
performed.
ways to further even the vast knowledge of the Druki, sire. Put the finest minds to work on improving your methods of war.
Open technologies.
Bow before Malekith.
Battle as business. For the Dark Elves, war is transactional. For Drukai, blood to be spilled, there must be a payment in the form of loot, preferably. Ooh, raiding income, growth, grouping cost for dread spears. Gonna go for driven by vengeance for now.
In time, the knowledge they gain will surely aid your cause.
Victory is mine.
There is nothing more you can do for now, my lord. Let us await your...
I'm guessing that's the Cult of Pleasure?
The enemy opt to attack your position, my lord. Ready your forces, for battle is upon you. Battle is upon you once again, my lord. Your forces are ready to deploy for the coming engagement. They may be positioned anywhere within the area shown.
Can I control things yet?
Always survey the terrain prior. This forest may be used to conceal your forces. Arrange your cavalry here, my lord, and they will remain unseen until the enemy draw close.
Cold ones! They will not live! Battle ready!
Oh yeah, I can actually properly all of them.
Good. Your troops are now
Shut up.
hidden. Good. Your troops are now... Pay attention to your unit cards, my lord, for they indicate the status of your troops. Be mindful of your army. Success on the battlefield depends upon it. This ridge will afford your troops an edge in the coming battle, my lord. Place the rest of your troops close by and claim its forward slope.
Dread spears.
2. 2. Control, you'll
I
be 4.
crave
Good.
battle.
Your troops are ready, my lord. Just give the signal and the engagement shall begin.
Dread spears.
To arms, then. The enemy enter the field. Advance and claim the hilltop, my lord. Its slopes
Not
will
3.
serve your forces
3
well.
state.
Keep
Stop.
your cavalry hidden.
Halt.
All shall tremble.
Okay, shit. Group 3 is going to have to take out those cannons. Catapults.
My lord, the enemy field artillery against you. They will be able to strike against your forces at great range.
Yeah, I was waiting for the right time to do it. The right time is now, but you're not letting me control my fucking
Deploy your
troops.
hidden forces, my lord. Advance them through the forest, and they will be able to quickly surprise and overwhelm the enemy war machines.
Cold ones. Murder awaits. Onward. Dread spears.
The enemy draw close, my lord. Be sure to have your troops arranged for battle. Employ all that you have learned. Wear them down with missiles, pin them with infantry, then hit them in the flanks.
Attack! I lust
4,
for
get in there.
slaughter.
By Cain. They're flanking us. Dark shot. Blood for Cain.
Power of darkness, giving his power reserves. Children. Do it.
Your troops come under fire, Commander. Have them find cover or eliminate the source.
Cold-blooded killers.
Kill him.
Too many things to do. Nagarothi, by your command. Blood will flow. Onward.
Just push through.
Hard left. Shooting. Cold ones.
I think they're almost all dead. There's like one left.
Fight to Kira.
Come on. Kill the last guy. It's taking way too long to finish that off. There we go. Is he dead? Alright. Go after them.
Dealers in death.
I don't know why my bowmen keep stop firing. Like they just fire one salvo and then that's it. It's like
At their throats. Dread spears.
those guys aren't doing so hot.
I depart.
Dark shot.
Hit him.
Rookie. Massacre them. Go there. Merciless warriors. Glorious cold-blooded killers. Onward.
So they have a buff going on. I think that might be because when we started off, what his bonus is, glory to Cain or whatever, and his units, if they get enough kills, they get a pretty massive bonus. You go deal with him.
Cold-blooded killers. No mercy.
The enemy have been put to flight, my lord. Victory is yours.
Can you finish that guy? There's like one left. Dead. Okay, finish that.
Dread spears. Die, scheming rodents! Take their eyes!
Stab that Skaven. I almost called him a rodent. That's Skaven in the back. He has a lot of health left. Nope, end battle. Skaven are also fast. They're weak, but they can maneuver really well. Pyrrhic victory. More slaves!
The Undervermin concentrate their movements around sites of magic, looting artifacts of great power. Skaven are pitiful cowards. They would not seek war with me without good reason. We must counterattack and discern their motives.
Alright, capture and occupy a settlement belonging to following faction clan Septic. You are right, sire. Act quickly and flush the infestation from the ruins. Do not let the ratmen seek what they seek. Capture their filthy nests. Skaven inhabit their underworld, making their settlements indistinguishable from ruins until approach. Okay, so when they're taken by Skaven, they just look like ruins until you get close, in which case they look like... Alright. Heroes can... Settlements of the Skaven are not ordinarily visible to other races, appear to send as uninhabited ruins. Armies from other races will not scout the Skaven threat within a ruin until they attempt to colonize or hunt for treasure there. Heroes can perform an action on ruins to see if they're truly abandoned. Such scouting will reveal any hidden Skaven settlement. Once revealed, the Skaven settlement stays visible until it passes through the line of sight of the revealing order hero. Skaven factions can see the settlements of other Skaven factions without having to scout them. Interesting. Whoop. Boon of the Black Court. Hold on. It is the Black Court's will that reinforcements from Nagaron be sent to bolster your own forces, Your Majesty. There were dissidents, of course, their names noted for your later perusal. You have been granted the following units: Blackguard of Nagaron, Reaper Bolt Thrower.
I am the Witch King.
Okay.
Do not vex us further.
Dread King. Hey!
Battle is upon us. Study your options carefully. The enemy are close.
Come, my deals of death.
Victory is yours, my lord.
Take them, Captain.
More slaves.
My power grows.
Those that serve your cause
Cease
gain
your
experience over
provocations.
time, my lord.
Okay.
Be sure to guide their development to your advantage.
I'm clicking it.
You have gained experience and may now develop your skills accordingly. See for yourself.
The tutorial in the first game was so much better in that it was so much less. Route Marcher. Campaign movement is much better. Well, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna say much better, but yes, yes. Join May if you join up with 6 followers or the banners. Magical items. Sign automatically. Judge learn launch my own unique items for quest chains. Opposing heroes gain traits over time as they perform actions. Traits cannot be swapped or removed. Positive or negative. General information. So we want him to have Blackguard of Naggarond, Dread Spears, and Bleak Swords and Dread Shards, because their upkeep is vastly reduced.
Bow before Malekith.
So we need more Bleak Swords. Alright.
I am the Witch King. I know my path. By game.
The city has been reached, and your warriors are prepared for battle, mighty lord. Study your options, nevertheless. Encircling the enemy and starving them out may be the wisest.
Nope.
Not
Not a resolve. Sweet.
At last, the defenses have fallen, my lord. The fate of those that remain is yours to determine.
We'll occupy it. Because I can't cheaply colonize like I can with the undead. Like that was my first thought. Alright, sack it, or loot it, then raise it, then colonize it, but no. We killed in battle, Scalpos or any belonging to it. Okay. And we beat that, so we got 8 scrolls of Hecate.
My torturers report that the rats have made their audacious attacks on Druki lands purely to hold them while they loot the artifacts they seek. I shall enjoy prying their twitching, dead hands away from the treasures they steal from me.
Okay. Maintain control of one province either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Alright. You need more. One turn, they'll all be there. Cool.
The people are displeased.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. We're at -12. This play, we could use a... can't recruit any heroes. Dreadlord. Loyalty is a measure of willingness of a lord of the Dark Elves Skaven to follow the leader of his or her faction. Should a lord's loyalty reach 0, they will rebel, taking their army with them to form a new faction. Okay, that's a cool mechanic. That is a cool mechanic. I'm gonna get the most loyal, cause oh, these guys are both loyal. Yeah, we're gonna recruit you. And we're going to start. Oh, you can't recruit troops, but now I have a hero back in Naggarond, which is better.
King of Naggaroth.
Alright.
King
What's notification? Okay, Malekith. Boost your inspiring presence. Spiteful. Interesting. So, all the magic in the game has a side benefit to it. So, or not a side benefit, but if you go up its tree, it provides a constant benefit for necromancy. It's the Curse of Necromancy, which whenever you cast a spell, it heals every one of your units on the entire map. It's not a huge heal, but it is a heal. For them, every time you cast one of the spells, if you get that thing, it will reduce the armor of all enemies in range of that character by 15. So I mean, It's okay. They're meant to be little flavor things more than anything, not really battle deciding. Rights. Well, I'm not converting the demand highborn hostage commander over. Okay, so these rights look kind of cool. We're not there yet. We need to get Kayla. They've definitely updated the interface overall.
Brings slaughter and cruelty on the lesser races in the name of your dark god of bloodshed. Master the arts of sorcery and savagery that come so easily to your merciless kin, and all the world shall be your prize.
Okay, so now we get a little
assistance is available should you need it, my lord. You may rely upon it.
Okay, looks like we're finally out of the tutorial. So, Lania have passed as the Dark Elves of Druki and the Elven tongue violently split from the High Elves. Banished from Ulthuan, the spiteful and wicked Dark Elves plot the demise of their former brethren from Nagaroth, their home continent. They have been ruled throughout their long history by Malekith, the Witch King. Dark Elves capture slaves in battle, were then put to work in the mines of Nagaroth. Hold on, let me see how much income these slaves are producing. So we have 177 of a potential 4,000 slaves, and that increases our income by 4.4%. Interesting. Dark Elf faction can sacrifice slaves to conduct rites to gain powerful bonuses, so they're also fuel for our rights. Dark Elves can fuel mighty black arcs at sea to support their foreign invasion forces. The loyalty of Dark Elf lords to their leader cannot always be relied upon and must be kept in check if they are not to rebel. Okay. Let's roll on forward. Cannot get there this turn. Can we recruit? We don't have any more recruits in this area, so you can recruit this turn.
Enacting my dark desires.
I always want to keep things recruiting, especially back here because we're gonna need some. We're gonna need some people to keep everyone in line. So that's Bleak Swords. That's the next level up. Those are what we're gonna want.
Seeking entertainment.
Turn.
Traitors within the Black Court make trouble in your absence, my king. Take steps to reassert absolute control over your city.
Maintain 10 public order?
Must be crushed.
I hold my soul casket. I cannot afford you deposed. My assassin brings word that elements of the Black Court dare talk of betrayal. Quell this rebellion, for you are the Witch King. Restore public order.
Dread Commander!
Yes.
With noble purpose! Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Are you not actually in the city? Why are you not in the city?
Noble blood!
Hold on.
Establish a garrison!
Now the military presence is affecting
Merciless
it.
one!
I think it's weird
Enacting
that new armies don't actually start off garrisoned in the city. That seems odd to me.
Speak. I'm going.
Alright.
Bloody slaughter awaits.
Killed her. Got it. Occupying it.
Unstoppable.
Discovered scat. We have more scrolls of Hecate. If Vern get any taint hold on sovereign Druid lands, continue the purge and secure the whole
Your
region.
forces have secured the province, my lord. Any contesting claim to this territory has been eliminated. Now that your rule is unquestioned, you may consider issuing a commandment to rouse the populace so that they may better serve your ends.
Read Dark Portents, income from slaves, income from post-battle loot, tax rate, public order. We need public order to go up for now.
Fear me.
Do not vex us further.
We don't need this building, probably. Yeah, this one will be able to be upgraded to there, so this one... You know what, we can leave that one there. We aren't going to get rid of that one for now. Income generated. Public order. Slave pens. I think we're going to do... Let's get rid of that. Artisan house. I think I'm gonna go for the artisan's house. Get income going. And you know what? We'll also do slave pens. Income, income, income. Always need more. Growth maybe. Oh no, we have decent growth here. That is not going to be an issue for a while. Yeah, we'll be able to upgrade Kael'ra next turn, which means we'll be able to upgrade that. Description halls. We can build an artist. I wonder if we can build an artisan house everywhere.
Cease your provocations.
Okay. We might be able to build an artisan house everywhere, in which case, we're sitting pretty. Melee defense, raid leader, lashmaster, slaughter lord. I think line breaker, dread spears, and bleak swords. And then probably sheath master. All right. Still recruiting? Yeah, you are. Alright, next turn. Commandment, got that.
The population of your province grows, my lord. Over time, this growth will permit the expansion of your cities into mighty fortresses of war. See that it continues, so that you may further develop.
Yeah. All about
the
growth.
wars to come will be fought using guile as well as brawn. Consider expanding your facilities to permit the recruitment of heroes, my lord. Heroes can be hired to support you.
Yep.
Invocations of great potency may be performed by your most potent wielders of magic, mighty lord. Summon them together, and they may perform rites to grant you considerable powers.
Perform the shift for the rights panel. Alright, let's try technology. Okay. Martial Society, plus speed, plus 10%. I'm gonna get all three of these, but I like the unit experience. Sacrifice to authority. Those sacrificed to the Lady of Desire go willingly to their death. Such appeasement enthralls the masses. Right is not available. Nice. So requires 100 slaves on turn start. Lords have a chance to gain loyalty. Public order +8 all provinces. Lasts for 20 turns. Oh, that's the cooldown. Let's see how long it lasts. Perform right. Okay, that only lasts 5 turns. That's... I'm not too happy about that, to be perfectly honest. We need more slaves.
The people are displeased.
But we are at +11. So we should be... Our public order should be getting back in line. Alright, gotta build that up to a dark hold. I'm actually gonna demolish this building. Because this one, the way I've found you want to do these things is anything that can be upgraded to the max of its chain at tier 3, you want to stick in the outbuildings, the outer areas. Because this is the only one that can take buildings higher. Alright, you are way over there.
You seek a pact with Norscan tribes.
Oh, you're Norscan. I'm gonna wreck your shit.
Lord of the Black.
Unless... Altar of Ultimate Darkness, that's probably Scavin over there. Start walking.
My path.
What?
We need more.
What violent delights?
Always be recruiting.
The people grow restless.
Yeah, of course they do. And turn.
Obedience is becoming a problem here, my lord.
Yes, I know.
Those that inhabit this place...
The Druki are restless.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth. In Nagarond, the strong thrive and the weak drown in blood.
Huh. Strength, rank, supremacy, hegemony over lands, no treasure, no resources, no realms are out of reach of the Drukai. You want a trade agreement?
Very well.
Sweet. We don't have anything to trade yet, but we will.
Druki! With noble purpose.
Ever vengeful. Slaughter them!
The enemy city is fortified, my lord. Weapons will be needed to bring down the walls. Prepare your warriors for a long siege.
Yep. Yes, attack will become active. Yes.
Beware, my lord, for the Skaven infest these ruins. Legends told of mighty burrows hollowed out by the rat men beneath ruined cities. It now seems that these legends were true.
I have almost all infantry, so I think I'm going to...
Merciless host. Attack. Hey! Come, Truki, to battle.
Client septic. Alright, you
Feared warrior!
are not going to recruit
Favored of the
anymore,
Witch
and you
King.
are going to work your way over to support him.
Cruel dreadlord!
Do not vex us further.
Okay, so we cannot build the Harpy Roost yet. Witch Elves. Oh. Settlements of the Skaven are orally... That's still... Harpy Roost. War Hydra, that sounds cool. Black Dragon. Cold One Dread Knights. I also need to get that. Shades. Sawyer. Oh! There's marble there. Okay, yep. Trade goods. Crafting district.
End them. Merciless
You are
host.
chilling.
Attack. Attack. On my way. Come, Truki, to battle.
Siege. And enter. Galak Bloodgorge changed to
Felicion arranges a ritual, yet the power of many scrolls are required to undertake it. My scries tell me that many such artifacts remain hidden within sites of great antiquity. We must reach them before the Skaven.
Ancient ruined settlements may be found across the campaign maps. Such places are the haunt of untold dangers, but those brave enough to hunt for the treasures within may unearth unabandoned riches. Treasure hunting? Ancient ruins may be found across. Presence of treasures indicated by a golden glow over a ruined settlement. Attacking a ruin with an army will offer the option of searching for treasure. Once searched, a ruin will not yield further treasure for several turns. So it does regenerate.
Amongst all the sea-going weapons of the world, none are so feared as the floating fortresses of the Druki. Perform a sacrifice to Mathlan, god of the sea, and a dreaded Black Ark will be made available to support your forces abroad.
Okay. So if I do this, I need 500 slaves, I sacrifice it, and I can recruit a Black Ark.
Fight for me.
Cease your provocations!
I click this. Right, okay, so I need to actually do that to make him available to recruit. That's interesting.
Dreadlord,
Alright.
awaiting command. Onwards! Onwards!
That's the loyalty.
Slaughter them. Glorious carnage.
So... Okay, one more turn.
Rival power comes to parley, demanding a change in your mutual relations. Consider their offer carefully.
Yeah, sure. I wonder how backstabby the Dark Elves are in this. I mean, going by their you know, flavor tendencies, they should be super backstabbing, but...
It is clear that the Skaven intend some twisted sorcery to exploit the weakened vortex. They must not interrupt my plans. The scrolls we have found so far are not yet sufficient for Felicion to begin the ritual. More must be found.
Yeah.
You need not fight your enemies alone, for there are foreign powers who may wish to curry favor.
Okay, I shall not tell you, sir, on how to run your kingdom. You have been ruling far longer than I have existed, yet I will venture that Hagreif could be a stronger ally than an outright enemy at this stage. Perhaps offer the lords a chair closer to yours at the Obsidian table. Non-aggression pact is a good start.
The enemy retreats. How typical of the weaklings. Not that I need to tell a Druki this, but show them no mercy. Finish them.
Fight for me, or die.
Okay.
Speak whilst you can. We will hear you.
Right, certain races may perform... Yeah. I would like a non-aggression pact.
As ordered.
Sweet. So nice to have non-aggression pacts. Alright.
Cruel Dreadlord.
Go
Moving.
there. Should be close enough now.
Carnage awaits.
Okay. We have one completed.
Come, my
Continue
dearest
siege for now.
death.
Druki!
You...
Pick them apart!
The people are displeased.
Upgrade that.
Cloying stench lingers everywhere.
Watchtowers. They have a lot of economic choices in comparison to just every other side I've played. So I could try and make each of these locations. No, you know what? I learned my lesson playing the elves and getting broadsided, just blindsided by dwarves. Sorry, I learned my lesson playing the undead, getting blindsided by dwarves. You need to fortify each and every settlement, otherwise they will just keep rolling and keep raiding it.
Be prepared for slaughter.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. How do I skip it? How do I skip the notification? I don't want to build anything, you dick. Okay, okay, the skip notification button is right beside it.
Commerce, the lifeblood of every nation.
Sure.
Even more important than war for some. A trade agreement is being offered by a rival power. Such a deal would foster trust as well as generate income.
Word?
But you must decide if it's the right thing to do.
The Dark Elves are really cool about, you know, trading and shit with each other. I'm kind of weirded out by this. They're much nicer to each other than most of the other sides I've played.
Close. The Beastmen are servants of the ruinous powers who crave the end of all civilization. They care not which gods you follow. To them, your warriors are prey.
Merciless host. Attack!
We'll get one more of those siege items. Might well.
Druki, bloody slaughter awaits.
Nagaroth nobility. Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure what this notification is supposed to mean.
Dark servant.
Let me just trying to get me to do something with that?
Skaven, my lord. These verminous ratmen are rarely seen above ground. Place no trust in their words, and keep their squalid messengers at arm's length, lest some foul contagion overtake you.
No, that's different. Let's fight.
Spreading misery.
Alright, I'm just gonna auto-resolve this because we have them beat so bad.
Look on me and cower. Tear it all down. Leave nothing behind.
Take what you want. So warm seems. Yes, yes.
Anything of value.
I kind of want to sack
Search
it,
it,
but...
then burn it. Leave nothing behind. Search it,
Sack it.
then burn it. Carnage awaits.
Weapons... High... Oh! Follower gain high elf slave. Weapons strength plus 10% when
Victory
fighting
is
high
mine.
elves. Income from all buildings plus 10%. Sweet. Unlock sacrifice to Cain. Ooh, we can do this one. Sacrifice to Matlan? Yes. That was the main reason I wanted to do that, to get enough slaves.
There is growing
Get an arc.
unrest.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
It can build stuff. You can build stuff on the arc. That's awesome. Oh. This is cool. Can we do anything to increase the growth? Yeah, we want the, we want this. We're going to... this thing is totally going to, Oh, we can put a dragon tower on this. We're totally, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Soul Brazier. Okay, it's a mobile fortress. That's awesome.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Just occupy it.
Noble blood.
Clan Septic has been eliminated. Do that.
Everywhere ruin.
So yeah, looting it damaged the buildings, but yeah, they'll repair over time, right? Yeah, they'll repair over time. Just chill.
My cruelty knows no limits.
You should probably head back. You can head back there.
Your king has arrived. Heir of Anarian.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
So let's see what these guys are about. They have high armor. Cut thrust of melee is child's play to those trained on tumultuous seas. Blackout Corsairs are notorious reavers, having spent their entire lives pillaging distant lands. They are the lionized darlings of Nagarothi society, embodying as they do the drive to earn riches and glory. It is a hard, dangerous life in the raiding fleets, but a successful voyage can see a captain and crew laden down with wealth beyond the dreams of most city dwellers. It is not uncommon for a Corsair fleet to spend years ransacking foreign lands, returning home only when their holds are bursting with slaves and plunder. So they tend to do most of their fighting in the top massive ships in the crowded tangle of dockside streets. Black Ark Corsairs prefer fast weapons that give them an edge in one-on-one fights. Cutlasses, punch daggers, and barbed knives are common, as are repeater handbows. Corsairs have shoe shields and metal armor, relying on clothes fashioned from sea dragon hide to preserve them from injury. They also carry a vile array of nets, grapples, and barbed chains. Such tools are not only useful for getting grip on the slippery flank of a ship, but also for ensnaring fleeing victims, who are soon thereafter dragged to a terrible fate. Okay. So they all have super high armor.
I admire your darkness.
Speak! Speak quickly. Do you wish to die?
Ew, they don't like me. I might raid them. So public order is going up slowly.
Restless.
Generated per turn, slays in Province 10. So I'm gonna end the turn. Oh. Upgraded.
Malekith, King of Nagaroth.
Yes.
Favored of the Witch King. Rookie servant.
Route Marcher. Damage building feature.
A strategic overview can be useful in such uncertain times, sire.
Okay. So he really can't go anywhere while he's recruiting units.
Do not vex us further.
Druki!
Chosen of Cain.
Actually, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna trade units. That way he has a full force.
My cruelty knows no limits.
And he is actually going to continue pressing on to their lands.
Cease your provocations.
We are actually going to upgrade this to hopefully get a new structure up. Search is available. Ascension through battle. Don't really care about that. Battle is business, I think. We're kind of just letting the beastmen do what they want. As long as they don't sack anything, I'm not overly concerned with them.
One of your subordinates shows questionable devotion to your cause, it would seem. Consider taking steps to appease or otherwise deal with them. Disloyalty cannot be left to fester.
The Lord's loyalty can be increased by recruiting units to their army, by gifting them items, by completing missions through diplomatic actions with amicable factions, and by ensuring the faction leader is of a higher level than them. Okay.
Feared warrior!
So she didn't like the fact that I basically recruited
Destruction surrounds us.
a bunch of units that, or I took a bunch of units from her army. That's what her beef
Cruel
is.
Dreadlord!
The cold winds rise. Malekith. Fine. Slaughter them.
Shroktak Mountain. Can't get there this turn, he'll get there next turn though. We only have 4 slaves. We only have 4 slaves. That's kind of sad. We need more growth. What's your current stance? Dread expansion.
We have a deal.
Head down that way.
Sails.
Has Sky Cauldron, Soul Rain, and Kane's Lash. He's too far away.
Plotting a course.
Your army has marched all it can, my lord. They must rest.
A vile plan.
So it can move and recruit. That's kind of cool.
What?
The people are displeased.
Yeah, I think they're rebuilding. Slowly.
Atop the Tower of Prophecy in Grond, the sorceresses of the Dark Convent commune with the malign powers of chaos. Such energies could be directed towards control of the Vortex, Dark Lord. An attack on Grond should not be undertaken lightly, but is surely necessary to secure its power for your cause.
Who controls it? I thought I made an alliance with them. That looks like a symbol I made an alliance with. Trouble with Grond. As a daughter of Grond, I know what trouble it has caused you in the past, my king, and now with Marathi absent, they stray further from your yoke. My contacts in the city tell me they have their own plans for the scrolls we seek. Direct action is required. I disappeared. Altar of Ultimate Darkness, populace in one of your settlements, is gradually vanishing. Negative growth. Okay.
I am in a black mood. I would advise.
Okay, it's not them I made an alliance with. Ah, it's them. Okay.
Yes. No mercy.
Okay, colonize it.
Snow red.
Simple enough.
The people grow restless.
That's good. Prepare. Prepare.
The Druki are restless.
Upgrade that. What is that? What even is that? Mysterious Island. This can be searched with a lord. Does he count?
We have a deal. The ocean awaits.
strange campsite is discovered, populated by statues. A fire still burns and a cooking pot bubbles, and yet no living thing attends, just statues fashioned in the throes of a failed escape. Then under the undergrowth something hisses. This needs to be a lightning fest raid. Fortified grog, a mug that those who escaped home perform better in campaign. Fortified grog. Mathlands betting. Physical resistance for 10 turns. That's sweet.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
There is little you could say that would improve my mood.
More Dark Elves that don't like me. It's all Dark Elves here.
You have entered
Which
the
makes
Black
sense. We are in Dark Elf lands. This place is actually very large.
Speak whilst you can. We.
Okay. You moved as far as you can. Alright, now recruit.
I admire your darkness.
I'm actually gonna send them all the way over here and start sacking towns over here.
The true king.
Do not vex us further.
That has glowy bits above it. I bet I can search it for cool stuff.
Cease your provocations!
Enter.
My power grows.
Consider merging some units in this army, my lord. They will be better placed to survive the glorious battles to come.
Oh, they're fine. They're fine. Painmakers. Fashion for advising new and more exquisite forms of torture. Income from rating plus 25%. Cool.
I am the Witch King.
They just colonize the place. They're allowed to be a little low on troops
Hateful
right now.
bidding. What violent delights.
The people are displeased.
And you need to be... Does this give walls? Yeah, it adds walls. Yep, every settlement needs to be fortified. Because I have learned the folly of doing
Such
otherwise.
slaughter awaits.
And now recruit.
The vile plan.
Merciless one.
Lord of the Black Tower.
There's all sorts of Norskins along there. Some skill points. Martial Name of Power. awe-inspiring presence. I like that name of power thing. That sounds cool. Alright. So this loyalty thing encourages a few large armies rather than lots of little ones.
I am in a black mood. I would advise...
So I'm gonna have to fight Darktown, because that's just how it's gonna go.
There is growing unrest.
The Druki are restless.
I shouldn't have done that. I need to do the one that gives public order. Yes. Torture posts. We'll probably replace that with one here later. Yeah, you're in my territory now, Dorskin. I'm gonna kill ya. Naval training, yeah.
Hateful bidding! For the Witch King!
Yes.
We are displeased.
The true king. End them.
Such an action would surely lead to war. As glorious as that is, proceed only.
Come, my deal is not
Deal
done.
with that quick. And we have more slaves. Okay.
Yes.
Get back there. Hopefully your people will replenish more. Some skill points. Yes.
I approve of these dark deeds.
A vile plan.
Over that way. And
Cease your provocations.
are those high elves? I do believe they are. Ha ha!
Possession of the Circlet of Iron is key in gaining control of the Vortex, Your Majesty. But it must be imbued with ancient power. The Hags of Grond might be willing to divine the location of such a crux, should you meet their price.
The Great Vortex falters. It is vulnerable, and the Witch King seeks to take advantage, to enter and channel its energies, to wrest the power of chaos from the gods themselves. I like this guy's style. Before Malekith can do this, he must imbue the Circlet of Iron, an ancient band older than the Elves, with an unholy crux. While Malekith knows that a crux is needed before he can enter the Vortex, frustratingly, he lacks knowledge of this arcane boon's location. He must consult an oracle kept by the sorceresses, and their services do not come cheap, even if you are the Witch King.
Use your armies to exert control over the theater of war. Place your warriors in passes to control their use. and study? Consider laying an ambush for the enemy, sire. Fall upon them with...
Nilosi got severe. Okay.
We have a deal.
Make your case quickly before my arrows find you.
Okay, you're a high elf. So I do believe we are going to kill you.
You think me weak? Set the sails!
Allow me.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
So how do you attack? I'm not actually sure how to attack. I wonder if I have to recruit a lord here. Might have to. This is kind of embarrassing. I want to attack directly from this thing, but recruit lord. Someone who comes with high... He's a tactician, we'll go with him.
Bloodshed becomes me. Dark and noble warrior. Vicious warrior.
Lord of Fear. Plotting a course.
Dark Lord.
Fair war. Yeah, it's fine.
Hatred fuels me.
Our high elves, it's kind of expected that we go to war.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
Dreadlord of the Druki.
I have dark purpose. Enacting my dark desires.
The people are displeased.
Yeah, they're always displeased.
I am the Witch King.
You guys take a long time to heal, jeez. I wonder if it's because of all the chaos corruption. You know what? We are going to merge units.
King of Nagaroth.
Now we have more income. And we can... We have space to recruit more people. Because, yeah, the Dark Elves just... I'm so used to the Undead replenishing, you know, like in 2 turns, so they're at the full. But it looks like it'll take a good 10 turns before we're full with these Dark Elves. Settlement upgrade available. You can go up to Dark Tower. Sweet.
port, my lord. From here, they ply trade across the water with allies on distant shores. Capture it, and you may do the same.
What's everything? Okay.
Ruthless.
A vile
Normal
plan.
stance.
Dreadlord, at your command.
Attack it.
Withdraw!
It's an even fight. Let's see if I can beat an even fight with the Dark Elves. Now, theoretically, because the Black Ark is in range, I should be able to access its abilities. I'm not sure how to do that yet because, well, the tutorial was very, 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 very thorough on the basics. It didn't actually tell me, you know, any of the special stuff. Well, it taught me a few things about the special stuff about the Dark Elves, but it's been woefully lax on the Black Arks, which seemed to be a pretty big deal with them. Black ships, Black Arks. The big boats. That are supposed to be able to support units from a long range. Yeah,
Your
okay.
soldiers are ready to deploy
Oh, okay,
for battle,
yeah. So
my
we are
lord.
in range, so we get these
They
three
await
guys.
your orders.
That's cool. Looks like we only get 3 of each ability, but should be sufficient. Control 1, 2, 3. Moving on that city.
Corsairs!
Scourge of the West!
Start battle.
Corsairs!
Nope, there.
To
2,
destruction!
3.
Be sure to position your troops accurately in battle, my lord. Drag out your formations for best effect.
Carnage awaits!
Murderous intent!
They are a little bit damaged. King's last single wound.
I will make my
Go against artillery pieces.
Dark shall never overcome the light. The king has spoken and we obey.
Ah, shit, you're moving.
Enemy fire!
They're all moving. Stop moving. Ooh, I got a few of them.
Rookie, attack!
Move in.
With pleasure. Slaughter them! Surrender now!
The enemy attack your flank, Commander. Drive them off.
Behold, the power of the arms! Corsair handbows!
Deal with their archers. You're gonna have to get closer, but
The merciless host! Corsair handbows! By Kane! Advance, Druki!
these guys really aren't moving. Oh, because I have fire at will on, so they're actually doing their jobs.
Hand them! Destroy!
The enemy waver, my lord. Their troops begin to flee. Run the
Okay, the
cowards
Black
down.
Arks are awesome support pieces.
Druki! Merciless warriors! Nagarothi!
Eviscerate them.
Corsair, death must come. Onward.
You need to get in range of your lord.
Attack. We're being flanked. Forward.
You need to move forward.
No mercy.
Knock them over. You guys, shoot them. Soul Rain. Sky Cauldron. More concentrated one. Do it. Yes.
Nagarothi!
Corsairs.
Dark Elves! Pull back!
Advance, Druki. Fight Dracula.
Yeah, some of our guys are breaking.
Bringer of death!
The enemy is Dark Elves.
Are you firing at all? Why are you not
begin to
firing?
rally, sire. Steady
Move forward,
their
move
nerves,
forward,
and
move
they will
forward.
be able to
Why?
rejoin the fight.
Okay. Can you shoot now? Shoot them.
Cain sucks on blood.
You have lots of ammunition. Why are you not shooting?
Carnage awaits.
We are having serious issues with our archers. I don't know if it's a coding issue, but yeah, it's something with the fire at will ability.
Dreadlord!
Corsair and bows. By Cain.
I think if the Corsairs hadn't been on fire at will and thus been fucking up so bad,
Battle ready.
this battle would have been gone better. Because right now it's either still just standing there despite the order to move forward and shoot.
Dreadlord!
The Black Arts are firing. By Dracula.
Bleed them dry!
Withdraw. Druki, forward.
Oh no. Yep, you're in the fight. Keep fighting. Didn't mean to pull you back.
Corsairs. Slay Cain's thirst.
You guys are still going good.
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest, even amidst the thickest of battles.
Can't really give them a chance to rest right now. This unit's severely reduced.
Nagarothi, for the king.
Cool. Get back in the fight, you lot.
Advance. Slash. Kill.
Dreadlord! Hand them!
Pull back. Corsairs.
Weaklings!
We are ready. Onward. Death is coming. Dark Elves. For the king. Attack. Back. Following orders.
Can you break them?
The Black Arts, the glorious. Druki. Corsair hand bows. Death.
You can't break them, apparently.
Blood for Cain. Corsairs. Massacre them.
Come on, you got this.
Dreadlord! For Nagaroth!
If you can push through to them, and those guys can rally, we might be able to piece this together. If you can push through.
Yes! On the march! Pushing forward! March! Advancing! Kill! Kill!
One will never be yours.
Yep, they're all fleeing. My leader's about to flee. That sucked. We had a pretty good fight against them. We killed a lot of them.
Cast back the darkness! The battle is lost!
Fall back!
Valiant defeat. The enemy is as broken as you. Okay. Ah, yeah, we actually kept most of our units intact. However, I wasn't able to turn an even fight into a victory, which irks me. Long loading times.
What a bitter draught. Deceived and defeated. Shameful. Enacting my dark desires.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there for this session. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm probably going to play this again tomorrow morning, so anyone who wants to see more, tune in then. And yeah. I will see you all later. Goodbye.